If you're thinking about getting your real estate license, but you're not sure where to begin, this video is for you. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things real estate. My name is Audrey Rozier, real estate agent in Maryland, assisting clients with the buying, selling, and renting of residential real estate. Today's video is about how I became a licensed real estate agent. I get this question a lot, so I'll be going into how long it took me to get my license, the overall cost for me, and just kind of my general experience. Also, keep in mind that I can only share the experience that I've had in Maryland. Other states may have a slightly different process. So let's get into it. I got my license December of 2016, and all the dues that I had to pay were for the beginning of 2017. They could be cheaper or more expensive depending on when you get licensed, just a disclaimer. Okay, so the first step for me was to find a real estate licensing class. Maryland requires all agents to take a 60-hour course. I did in-person evening classes from 6:30 to 10:30. We met 3 times a week for a total of 5 weeks. At the time, that was perfect for me because I was working full-time at Bank of America and I would get off around 5:30. There are a ton of classes throughout the state of Maryland that may work better for your schedule that meet at different times. Another option is you can totally take the class online. It just wasn't for me because I fall asleep at my computer, but if you can do that, you can do that. The total cost of the class for me was $328. Step 2 for me was to actually pass the class. There's a mock exam at the end of every 60-hour course that they require you to take before you're eligible to actually take the state exam. I actually failed the test twice, so I ended up having to take the class again, unfortunately. That was kind of hard for me to admit, but here we are. So moving on to step 3, after I passed the class for the second time, I actually ended up taking the actual exam. By the graces of God, I passed that test the first time. Probably because I had took the class twice and I'd heard the information 2 times over, but still. In order to take that test, I believe it was $65. The test has 2 parts. You'll be tested on the national portion as well as the state portion. You have to pass both sections in order to be eligible for licensing. I believe if you pass one portion of the test, you're eligible to go back and take only the portion that you did not pass. However, I believe they charge you full price, so it was still the $65. And again, this was back in 2016, so I'm not sure if the prices have increased or decreased. You'll have to do research based on where you live and what classes you're taking to get an accurate pricing. Step 4 was for me to join a brokerage. As a newly licensed real estate agent, you can't work alone for 3 years. What I mean by a brokerage is your, Keller, Williams, Coldwell Banker, maybe even Douglas Realty. Anyways, when I first got licensed, I ended up joining Keller Williams. They ended up assisting me in getting access to the multiple listing service, joining the National Association of Realtors, obtaining E&O insurance, which is errors and omission insurance, as well as getting my paper license. To gain access to the MLS, they charged me $460, and I wasn't aware at the time, but they also charge you quarterly, and I believe it was $165 for me when I first began, every 3 months. At the time that I joined the National Association of Realtors, they charged me $727 for the year. My license ended up costing $90 total just for the paper. I then ended up changing brokerages a few months later, and my E&O insurance was a total of $325 for the year. So in recap, the total I spent to get my license was $1,602, and that is not including the $165 that I paid quarterly for access to the MLS. Since then, the quarterly fees for the MLS have gone down slightly. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. Again, your experience may be different than mine, and of course, if you're in another state, it probably is different. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comment section below, and of course I will answer them. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a good day.